Stop comparing to the negative. About 5 days ago, I sat in my car right here. Now I was using that time to type up my book on my laptop, and I received a phone call from someone I know. Now I knew this person from back in the day, like 8 years ago, and they knew me when I was on the street, when I was doing nothing with my life, and you know, we're talking now, and obviously they can see the change in me. Obviously they knew I had potential in that, but you know, I was on the wrong path back then. And yeah, we're having a good long conversation for about an hour or so, and halfway through the conversation, she said to me, she said something, yeah? And I said, what did you say? And she said, your mum should be proud of you that you're not dead or in prison. I said, what? She was like, yeah. Listen, you know what? You're watching this now, yeah? Thank you for inspiring me to do this video, because I should have made a video like this a very long time ago. There's certain people in this world, yeah? Now, I'm not saying that this person has low standards in life, but that is a low standards in life type of statement to make, yeah? How can you say that my mum should be proud of me that I'm not dead or in prison? Like, what kind of foolishness is that? Is that the expectations of a young black man? Now, obviously, she compared, like, you know, obviously a lot of young black men in our area or whatever, you know, in London, they get into trouble. A lot of them are in prison or dead. Yeah, I get that. But just because you're not in prison or dead doesn't mean you're doing well. Doesn't mean it's an achievement. Yeah, I've heard people make stupid statements and say, well, at least I'm not a prostitute. Is that the type of person that you compare yourself to? Because I know someone, I was saying to them, you haven't achieved much in your life, you know. Like, I'm like that. Yeah, I rub people up the wrong way. But you know what? Truth be told, innit? If you're around me, I'm not gonna like allow you to fail. I'm not gonna watch you fail, yeah? So I'd rather fall out with you and keep it 100, keep it real, than just watch you fail. That's a friend or a family member, they don't do that. Yeah, that's what an enemy does. Yeah. So I've said to someone before, you know, you haven't achieved much in your life. Oh, well, yeah, at least I'm not a prostitute or whatever. I'm like, is that the type of crap you're comparing yourself to? Why don't you compare yourself to a doctor or whatever? Because obviously it's easy. It's easy to compare to the negative. Because obviously, you know, you're not a drug addict or a flipping prostitute. So yeah, you can say, yeah, I'm better than that. Why don't you try and compare yourself to someone who's doing well for themselves? Yeah. I could say, oh, you know, yeah, I'm not a multi-millionaire yet, or I'm sitting on 6 properties, but at least I'm not dead or in prison, or at least I'm not selling drugs. I would never compare myself to someone who's a drug dealer or someone who's in prison. Or obviously, unfortunately, if someone's dead or whatever. No. I'm going to compare myself to positive things. So I look at certain people like, maybe like Alan Sugar, and I'll be like, yeah, I aspire to be an entrepreneur like him. Now, I'm not going to look at some celebrity who's on drugs or whatever and think, yeah, well, I'm better than him, because I'm not. No, I don't think like that. Yeah? I don't compare myself to negative. I've had people around me make dumb statements. I remember one time, I mentioned this in one of my videos as well. Yeah? I can't remember what videos I made, like 100 videos now. But someone came to my house once and they were talking about buying a car or whatever, buying a new BMW or new Mercedes or something like that. Big man, yeah? And someone else in my house said, why don't you just be thankful that you've got good health and stuff? And that person made that person feel guilty for wanting to aspire to be more. Now, I didn't even pull the person on this. I was in my back garden dealing with my bike, but I was disgusted when I overheard that. How dare someone make someone feel guilty for wanting to aspire to be more? Yes, they have a point. Be thankful for your good health, you know, good physical, good mental health. But it doesn't mean you should settle for less. If you can afford to buy something or whatever, go out and buy it. Yeah? I'm not the type of person, like, come on, man. What kind of foolishness is that? Like, oh, so basically, if I'm on drugs or whatever, I could say, oh, yeah, well, at least I'm not homeless. Do you know what I mean? Like, or if I have a crap dead-end job where I'm just working a 9 to 5 until I retire, like, well, at least I'm not on drugs. At least I'm doing the positive things. No, that's not good enough. For me, having a 9 to 5 job for the rest of my life, that's not good enough. Yeah, and if any of you lot got working a 9 to 5, yeah, you need to do more than that. Yeah, you need to think outside the box. Don't just settle for a mediocre lifestyle. Yeah, don't compare yourself to people who are on drugs or in prison or dead and think, well, I'm just working some shit job in Asda on peanuts per hour, but I'm doing all right because I'm not dead. I'm not in prison, or I'm not on drugs. That's not good enough. Yeah, it's aim high. Aim higher than well, just aim high. I'm not gonna say aim higher than everyone else, because it's not about what everyone else is doing, but aim high. Aim so high that it seems unrealistic. Because obviously, if you just aspire to buy 1 or 2 properties, that's easily achievable. Why don't you think to yourself, yeah, I want to buy a property that's worth like £10 million or something like that? Listen, if you don't think it's possible, you are wrong. Look at all the celebrities, yeah? Even people who are like haven't got massive amounts of fame and stuff like that. Lewis Hamilton, yeah? When he was a child, he probably didn't even think that it was possible that, you know, he'll be a millionaire and have all this, you know, obviously he's not famous. He's famous, but he's not, you know, got a mass status or anything like that. But he probably never even thought that he will be one of like the world's most famous race car drivers, whatever, Formula 1, F1 drivers, yeah? You have to aim high. You can't think to yourself, yeah. I've had people say dumb stuff to me as well. At least I've got my own house. Just because at the time, I don't have my own house. Like, what kind of foolishness is that? Like, so what if you got your own house? It's a council house. You know what I mean? People always want to compare things to people, or compare stuff to people who they're just not doing nothing with their life, man. But people need to start aiming higher. Yeah? Don't settle for less. Don't settle for a mediocre lifestyle. If you like the video, subscribe. If you don't like the video, change your station.